There's a foe we cannot see, attacking Krill mercilessly. There's a foe we cannot see, attacking Davos, while Greg and Quincy are moving on up now to the top of the castle. The fight goes on, the fight goes on, the fight goes on. The mounted foes go ever up as Greg and Quinch pursue. Whilst on the ground we are at a loss, what more for us to do? I wish like Greg I too were a flyer. I'd be faster than Quinch anyway in Dice and Desire.
Right then, back to the top of the initiative round, and it is Amarath's turn. And having flown all the way up to the top of the tower, he is going to step forth into said tower through one of the windows. And he is greeted by 4 griffins. And he is actually...
Now the question is, did you remember their names?
Did he go in through the griffin door?
Oh, God's sake, I was just waiting for... I'm so angry about that. I was about to have that one.
If it's any consolation, MJ, they're windows, so it's a griffin window, so it's fine.
Did he slither in?
I didn't have that one lined up, that's good.
Right. He's going to go in, and he's actually not too concerned by the griffins. Actually, what's his plan? Why has he come inside when he's got 200 foot of things to come through? So he's actually going to wreck on that and bring the giant vulture inside. So yeah, the vulture's come in with him, and he's going to just go to the edge of the hole and look down. And he's not going to attack the griffins, but there's obviously going to be some anger in that room as you've got 4 birds who are suddenly being their home is being invaded by another large bird. He looks down and he just sees Zephyros coming straight up the hole, so he's not going to go tackle him. He's going to wait for him to come down. That's his turn. We're on to Dweezil.
I suppose Dweezil should probably think about this. I seem to recall attempting something against it previously. I can't see it. What can I try on it? I might try Dissonant Whispers again.
On the
invisible creature.
Okie dokie. And how does that work again?
So me. I whisper a discordant melody that one creature of my choice within range can hear. I don't have to be able to see it. It's just a creature of my choice within range.
Okay.
So I will say the words, because I like the words. Consonance evades me, my words clash evermore. Dissonance embrace ye. Leave, I must implore. And it was required to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. Oh, God, let's not drop the dice. That is a 16.
That passes.
Okie dokie. So that's nothing. Nothing
happens apart from I have just burnt through a 2nd level spell slot. As my bonus action, I will look handsome.
Surprised you need a bonus one for that. Right. So, Krill.
I will. Probably still raging from before, aren't I? We'd say.
Probably.
Yeah, because it's not been a round where I haven't taken damage.
No.
Yeah, I step back towards the door. I step back to within range of it. Where I think it is. Where we've established where we think it is.
Okay.
And then I just swing blindly. At advantage, because I'm doing my old reckless attack. Plus Great Weapon Master.
But at disadvantage because it's invisible, so therefore at normal.
Is it? 18.
18. Ooh, that might hit. So look. That does indeed hit, in fact. So what did you swing with?
Great axe.
Great axe. Okay.
And it's a D12 plus 4 plus 2 plus 10. 10 plus 4, 14 plus 2, 16 plus 10, 26.
26. And what is that? Is that slashing damage?
Yeah, slashing.
Okie dokie. So yeah, your axe goes flying through the air and cracks into something. You don't know what, just something. And you basically do it some damage, but you don't see anything. You can just know that you hit your thingy's hit something. That's about it. Anything else you can do? Nothing with your bonuses there?
No bonus actions.
Does it make any kind of noise when it hits? Can we
tell what square it's in?
Does it make
or could we perceive, was it metal hitting metal? Was it metal hitting flesh? Was it...
It's metal hitting... it's not metal. It's metal hitting, say, force. It's hitting matter.
Right.
That's as much as I can tell you at this point.
Doesn't sound squishy.
It doesn't sound squishy. No, not really.
Can I deduce roughly what sort of square it's in based on where Krill was swinging and where it looked like it connected?
Yes, but it... Yes, but that won't necessarily change your advantage or disadvantage. It was basically directly in front of you.
Oh, okay.
But that won't change your advantage or disadvantage. Right. So, yeah, Quinch, you're up next.
So Quinch is pretty much right next to Greg, who has just sort of stormed past me.
No, because I'm on the outside of the building, you're on the inside. Just put that,
Yeah.
put that out.
That has ruined my plan. Okay, I'll fly up 20 feet.
Do you want to do 40? You dashing?
Oh yeah, I'll dash.
Okay, so another 2 then.
There we go. Nearly there. I'm about 15 feet away from the hole in the floor.
Awesome.
In fact, I've flown just above Zephyros's head, so he might bump into me on the way up and accidentally push me up. I don't know how it's going to shake down, but
also inside. Right.
He's inside, isn't he?
He's inside, I'm outside. Yeah.
Oh, you're outside. Sorry, I thought. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. He might literally just knock you out of the whole thing. Dabov.
Right, I'm going to, based on where I think it is, the invisible thing in front of me, on the fact that it's attacked me and Krill's kind of had a swing in the area in front of me and hit something. And I'd like to see if I can use, with your permission, Vin to give me some added perception. See if he can assist me in any way.
Okay. What are you thinking?
And I'm going to cast Poison Spray, which has a range of 10 feet, directly in front of me. So if
it's not a cone, is it just a line?
Just a line, but I assume if it can go 10 foot in front of me, if I do the full thing, it'll hit anything in front.
Do you maybe want to move so I'm not in that?
Well, it's only 10 feet, so it's this square that I've drawn on the map. Like this blue square. So you're not within it.
And also you're also not in front of him either.
Yeah, so I'm literally just straight in front. I'm aiming for the full 10 feet away, but if there's anything in between me and that, it'll hit it. And because it's a spray, I'm hoping it's not particularly accurate.
Okay.
And
so what is that? Is that an attack roll? Or is that a dex saving or something?
That is Poison Spray. Creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. So they have to save against a Constitution of 14.
Constitution saving. Okie dokie. And doesn't. So that's 9, so that's a fail.
Cool. And then it takes 1d12 poison damage.
Okay.
Well, like the way that Nate's laughing makes me believe that like we're trying to poison a chair or something.
I've rolled a 10 for the damage.
You've rolled a 10. Okie dokie. So your spray comes flying out.
Yes.
Nice.
And what I will say is, I'm assuming the spray has some sort of colour to it. If not if nothing else, it's droplets of stuff. And I'm going to say that it hits the creature directly in front of you. And what I will say is it's now got little droplets upon it, allowing you to see for the first time the creature.
What is it? What is it?
Yeah, what sort of silhouette do I see?
Japanese girl, if it's like the videos I've seen.
Oh, Michael!
Sorry.
It's just sort of formless, really. It's sort of just an ever-shifting form, really. It's not like a humanoid or anything like that. It's just this sort of like, you can just see the droplets. You can't see the full thing. It's not like it's completely coated. You can just see droplets on it, but they're just moving all around in like a sort of like a billowy sort of movement.
Cool. I can't use my mobile feat, so I'm going to disengage from that and then move.
And disengage you can use as bonus, correct?
Yeah, my bonus action is disengage and then move back into the middle of the room alongside Dweezil, and Vin is on my shoulder, so he'll follow as well.
Okie dokie. So next up, it is indeed the droplet's turn, if you will. You having escaped, it's just going to turn around and attack the nearest thing to it. And is going to move up to Krill. And is going to attack...
With advantage.
Is that because he was reckless by any chance?
It is.
So he rolls a 9, so that's fortune. Oh no, sorry, with advantage.
With advantage. Don't forget that, Nathan.
Thank you. That's a 25, so that probably hits.
That hits, yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
For 2d6 plus 3. So that is a nice 7.
What type of damage is that?
That is a bludgeoning damage.
So that will be 3.
Oh, is he gone?
He hasn't been here. I've been playing for the past 5 minutes. Character of Krill has been played by Stuart Bullock. Add that to my IMDb, please, Luke.
I'll tell you what, the roles are all messed up. Sam's doing graphic designing. You're doing artwork.
I like that's a really timely reference for when this gets released on this one obscure tweet where someone said Sam was the graphic designer. That's going to age really well. Brilliant.
I tell you what, and this is Bardcore did a couple of good jokes today, so go and find those. Second roll is also 25.
Yep.
So that hits for a 11
so
bludgeoning.
5,
so that
so
is
8
5.
in total.
So
8 damage in total, Sam.
Krill, you took 8 damage in total, my friend.
I heard.
All right.
I was here. I heard.
Okay.
Did you roll with advantage on that second attack, just in case it was a crit?
No, that was with advantage.
All right.
Yeah. Lovely. Okay, so that's him, or her, or them. Who knows? Right. Yeah, we're back. That's right. We're back to genders. Right. So it's now the turn of the rest of the gang, who are going to follow their leader's lead, and they are also going to move into the top of the tower. And they come stalking in one at a time on their giant vultures, but they are going to have an attack this time on the griffins.
Ooh.
In it. Actually, I haven't added the griffins into the initiative. Probably should do that second round.
RSBCG.
So, giant vulture. So first one comes in and gets a... No, that's not going to hit, is it? 14. It's weird, sort of rolling against yourself, really. That does indeed hit on the first griffin. For 8 on the first one. Well, this could be damaging, couldn't it?
Griffin dead. No.
Nice one. So yeah, the first griffin takes some damage from the first vulture with its talons, and then we've got a second attack with its beak, and that is also going to hit with a 16. So that is then 8, 10. Oh, this is boring. I tell you what, maths against yourself. It's madness.
That would have
and
been a
what we're
better time to go and get food, to be fair.
It would have been, yeah. Not when it was your turn, probably. I tend to take my breaks when it's my turn.
Was it my turn? Or was I just...
Yeah,
No, it wasn't his turn.
Oh, well, it
Not
wasn't your
anymore.
turn, but it was... Yeah.
I just got
Right.
attacked. Which isn't the same thing.
All of the vultures are going to join in. That's going to say... They're all going to take 5 damage each on that attack. Just make this a bit quicker rather than me doing 5 attacks on 4 griffins. Awful. This is literally the worst thing that's ever happened to me in D&D. Having to apply all of this. Because that's just round 1. They all get another attack.
I think this is an underappreciated kind of element of the game, spectator D&D.
Yeah.
Where get all your mates around to watch you.
Roll dice.
Isn't that just our whole podcast?
Yeah. Now I know how our listener feels.
14, 20,
But at least we've got the
27.
visual element. We can see his arm moving and stuff.
34.
Yeah. And a middle-aged man chuntering numbers to himself under his breath.
It's like being at a bookies.
Right. Right. So they all succeed with their attacks on the griffins. And with their beak, they do even having sufficiently hurt them with their talons. The griffins are going to take an extra 11 damage because they took 44 overall, spread across the 4 of them. So that brings us to that. Okie dokie. And guess what? That's even without the guys on their back who now get an opportunity attack.
Oh, call it a day, man. Fucking hell.
This is the worst. This is the worst thing that's happened at the top of a tower since Peter Kay.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, that was a nice and quick and easy one because I only get 1 attack and only one of them succeeded, doing 4 damage, so another 1 damage across the board. Right, there we go. That's all their turn. Thanks for joining me. Okie dokie, so that's their turn. Greg! Save me! Save me, save the podcast.
I mean, I've got a couple of questions that I need answers to. I have questions that need answers. How securely fastened are the people on the back of the birds?
Ooh, I like this a lot.
Fairly well secured, as in they've got essentially they've got like reins on the birds, so they're obviously while they're attacking, they've got one now that they're in the tower. They're going to have one hand on those reins and slashing away with their rapiers.
That's not the answer I wanted. What I wanted to hear was not at all, because then I was going to chuck some thunder strikes in there, and then that blows people back 10 feet. So I was just going to knock them out the window.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, there are other friendlies in there at the moment.
Alright, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50...
Can't make it anyway.
I can't make it anyway. It'd be 60 to get in there. So I could dash and get in there. But I feel like I just want to hover outside the window and not kind of get in there. I don't want to be out of breath as I'm going in through the window. I don't want to arrive all Hufflepuff.
Oh!
Right, we've only got one house left to do. We've got 2 birds, and neither of them are ravens, and that's very annoying. Right.
And you keep calling them talons. That's sort of fucked us a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fair play. Okie dokie. Right, so that's your turn, Greg?
Yeah, so... Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
Cool.
I got any reason to ready anything or anything like that, so fuck it. Let's just go. Next person.
Okey-dokey. So, Zephyros is going to... it's Zephyros' turn. He's going to continue his climb up the tower, or the fly up the tower, I should say. Rather, he's not King Kong. And he, with his fly spell still intact from last time round, he flies and essentially lands in the top floor of the tower. And he surveys the scenes and sees that these vultures have come in and they've attacked his pet griffins. He's obviously a bit miffed by the entire situation, having asked them politely to leave. They did, but obviously didn't. And he just turns round to all of them and he casts Mass Suggestion.
Go sick. Go on, Zephyrus.
So where's that then? That is here.
What
Mass
level is
Suggestion.
that? That must be pretty.
It's a level 6 spell.
What is it?
Level 6 spell.
Yeah, well, sorry, what is it?
It's a level 6 spell. It's so you can target. So Zephyros can target up to 12 characters of his choice that he can see within range, being 60 foot, and he can suggest a course of action limited to a sentence or two, and magically influence up to 12 creatures of your choice that you can see within range and that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed or immune to this effect. Blah blah blah. Basically, he can tell them. He can tell up to 12 people what to do, but they have to pass a wisdom saving throw. So he gets to the top of the tower. There's no Peter Kay there, and he says, he just looks at them and goes, "I have asked you nicely. Please, I am imploring you, leave before there is more trouble."
Garlic bread.
Right. So with that, the 5 remaining guards, whatever they are, they all sort of, you can't see them, but Zephyros will see them essentially sort of like just realising that they shouldn't and can't leave, whatever, but they've been told to and they failed their throw, mechanically not in the game, and they implore their vulture to leave. And Zephyros will see the 5 of them flying out the tower.
Wow.
However, the main guy, Amarath, he also fails. But what Zephyros will see from him is that he looks dead at Zephyros with a face of like confusion and anger, and it's like he's trying to resist Zephyros's words, but he can't. He's been implored, and he just goes to turn his vulture away, and in that moment, his body starts to convulse, and his hands reach up to his head, and he falls from his vulture, and the vulture flies off without him.
Thank you for listening to Dice and Desire. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review in your favourite podcast app. In between episodes, you can interact with us on Twitter and Instagram at Dice and Desire.
Are you looking for a D&D podcast with a dark side? Something more like Game of Thrones and less like Monty Python? Tale of the Manticore is part dark fantasy audio drama, part solo D&D RPG. There's no plot armor here. The dice make all the important decisions. Join me as I resurrect the excitement, wonder, and emotion of old school D&D. Made for a mature audience, Tale of the Manticore is both a fiction and a game. It's the story where chaos rolls.